this is a recording to quickly review the quiz. So for number one, solve for the equation where we're isolating R. You can highlight. And then for the first problem, all you're really doing is dividing both sides by P and T. So that's what you're doing for the first problem. That's all you have to do is divide both sides by P and T. Now the second problem, oops. Oh, that's a T. Let me fix that. PT, P, T. Second one, solve for X. We did this one in class. Again, subtract 3y on both sides. Then we wind up with 4x equals 12 minus 3y. We divide both sides by 4, which in this case we could have done the Hart method because it would have split up this problem as 12 over 4 minus 3y over 4. Now the 3y over 4 we just keep, or I should say negative 3y over 4. However, the 12 over 4 simplifies as positive 3. Now for number 3, do our cross multiplication. This time we're going to cross going downwards. 4 times x plus 7. Again, put parentheses around the expression because we need to distribute. So we would have had 4x plus 28 oops, sorry about that. 4x plus 28 and 2x minus 6 on left side. Number 3, the second part was multiply 2 times x minus 3, which is 2x minus 6. And at this point, I'm going to stop here for this problem because basically we need to isolate variables. Variable terms on one side of the equation, constants on the other side. And what I will do for tomorrow, I'll give you the answer. You can check and go from there. Number 4, your hint, when you multiply 1/3 by a quantity, it's essentially you're dividing the quantity by 3. So 1/3 times 9x plus 27 is the same as 9x divided by 3 plus 27 over 3, which simplifies to 3x plus 9. And here, this would be really a two-step equation because, again, bring your variable to one side of the equal sign, and then bring your constant term to the other side, and this would wind up, this is going to be nice because in the end you just have an x and it equals some number because 3x minus 2x, plain old x. But I will give you that answer tomorrow. Number 5, George saved $187. He wants to earn $75 a week to get a bike. So after how many weeks? Yeah, that was an how many weeks? So not after how many, it's how many before he'll have the $712. So weeks, that's a variable. Our equation, 187, that's the base, plus 75 times W, because that is the rate times frequency equals 700 total. So that's the setup for number 5. Now you're down to a two-step equation, and I'll give you an opportunity to do that on your own. Okay, 6, we just set up in class. Think about the phrase at most. That will tell you which symbol. And again, the symbol tells you what type of circle, open or closed. And then usually have your variable on the left. If you have the variable on the left, then the pointer tells you which direction you are going. So at most 52, basically you're not going higher than 52, so it's anywhere from 52 below. Number 7, Sally had at least $115, or had a minimum of $115 in a bank account in September. Minimum, at least. So 115 will be your lowest value. So 115, that's the minimum. So anything 115 and above is all your numbers to the right of 115. And I'll give you the algebraic answer tomorrow. Number 8, again, need to solve for your inequality first. That's your algebraic results. Then, graphically, it's given your symbol, given your number, what type of circle, closed or open, and which way do you shade, left or right. Now for set builder notation, you have to have the squiggly line, X bar, well, X with a vertical line bar, and then whatever your algebraic result is, your algebraic result is what goes in to the right of the set builder notation section. So we have the braces, X bar, and then whatever your inequality is, that's what you put in the right side of the set builder notation. And since we have a greater than or equal sign, infinity will be on the right of the interval, and the number on the left is whatever your result is here, placed in the left. But that's because we have a greater than, and we use this bracket because we're starting at the number we're including. So if you start at the number where we include, then you have a bracket. Now for number 9, similar to number 8, the only one difference now is we have this just plain old greater symbol. So the question is, do we use a closed or open circle? Similarly to number 8, solve for the inequality algebraically. And then whatever you get here. In this case, there's no switch. X greater than whichever number. So whatever number that is, then whatever you have here, you also write in here. And then the interval, since we're going greater than, infinity goes right side. On the left side, you'd have whichever number. So whatever number you see here, that is what's going in here. And 10 is just like number 9 and 8. But be careful, as you may have to switch your inequality depending on which way you do it. So just beware. Again, same thing. Graph, open, close circle. Set builder notation is basically squiggle line, brace, X, vertical bar, such that, and then your algebraic expression goes to the right. And last but not least, interval. Again, you're going to use brackets because if it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we use brackets.